Thank you to my daughter Sophia for that Powtoon video. My question to you today, are you stressed? Are you struggling with the challenges of every day? Do you know that coaching is one of the best ways to get your problems and your struggles resolved? Yes, this is Working Moms Academy's live coaching call. This is our 11th episode. Yes, the last few episodes, we help a mother understand how to manage stress, how to heal a broken heart, how to find a balance between life and family, how to find the right clients, how to start a freelancing career, know how to balance, work, family, and everything in between. If you do want, let me just drop watch the replay of the previous live coaching calls in Working Moms Academy's YouTube channel because I know that every mother that I met, regardless of where they are, what nationality, what color, location, it's the same struggles that we face every day as we, manage a family and a career, the same questions, the same struggles. And I know those questions can help you experience your own breakthrough. If you don't know me yet, let me introduce myself. My name is Wanda Kalupig. I am the founder of Working Moms Academy. Working Moms Academy is one of the finalists of the Built to Last Hackathon in 2020. It is about the female founders in Southeast Asia. And Working Moms Academy, this is my legacy project. I built it because after suffering from burnout in 2014, I know how difficult it is to be suffering and also how your families get affected when you are not in a good place. So I made it a mission to help mothers overcome stress and burnout by sharing life tools that education lacks. So at Working Moms Academy, we do have training, coaching, and training programs to help mothers become successful at work and at home. Because I want mothers, I want to help them, become better parents, people, and partners. I believe that every mother can be successful in all areas of life. You just need somebody to help you. In today's live coaching call, I have one of the members of Working Moms Academy. If you do want to get a chance to win this free live coaching call worth $99, please go to our YouTube Facebook group. Working Moms Academy support group. And our community manager, Karen, will definitely take care of you. You will get access to a lot of free learnings. You get supported by the same kind of women around the world who are in the same journey that you are. So today, let me bring my guest on stage. Every week is a surprise for me because I really I really want, for some people, they're like, do you want to know what my question is? I was like, no, I don't want. I always want to answer from my heart, not from my logic. So I always get surprises on what questions. The most difficult so far question I had on this life coaching call is when there were two persons actually. One was asking, she had a broken heart, a trust, that was broken by the husband. So we had to work through her emotions, to give forgiveness. And also, there's one of the mothers who wanted to ask forgiveness. See, forgiveness is a very big thing, but when you let it go, you will feel so much peace and happiness beyond words. And I am very happy to have this opportunity to help in the best way I can. So let me bring on stage our Working Moms Academy community member, Elgin. Elgin, thank you for saying yes to this.
Yes, hello, Coach Wanda. How are you?
All good. Elgin, can you just help us, give a brief introduction about yourself and what you do?
I'm a mom of two working as an accountant practitioner, and I also have own bookkeeping and accounting firm for almost 6 years. I'm also with a partnership of consulting firm, which specializes the intellectual property protection, management consulting, and also I'm a part owner of Pink Belly, the Korean barbecue, the home-based business. Ang branch namin is the Pink Belly, Fairview, and May Kawayan. And also, I have a lot of products from online seller, of course, mommy of all. No, I have a different products to sell, like Perfect Blend, MGI eyewear, essential oils, name it, and I will sell it.
I love that. As you were explaining, I was trying to construct in my, wow, she really is a mommy of all, right? Being an accountant myself, when you said that you were into taxation as well, I was like, okay, that's too much already. And then when you said you also have this business on the side, you have you have this Korean barbecue. It made me hungry first. But I was thinking, wow, there's so many things that you're doing. And first, I want to honor you for you surviving to do all that you're doing. It sounds a lot, and I know it's not easy, but that's what mothers do, right? So tell
Yes.
me, Elgin, how can I help you today? What's your question for me?
Actually, during pandemic, of course, no, your family is nasa iisang bahay and they're doing a lot of things, no. My question is, how do you handle millennial kids nowadays? Na- Nowadays kasi ang millennial is they are more on focus sa social media like TikTok, Facebook, and other games. Especially I have a teenager now. I have a 13 years old son. And my second is 4 years old. So she's a girl. I have a boy and girl, which has a big gap, 10 years gap. So how do you handle like that teenager?
So the question is, how do you handle, the teenagers? I mean, and children during this age, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Thank you for that question. Elgin, you are not alone. A lot of parents have the same question because if you look back and ask yourself, if I parent my kids, let me ask you this question, okay? If you parent your kids the same your parents have parented you, do you think it will work?
I don't think so. My parents is so strict. uh, uh, the waiting, yung wait lang mom, it's not allowed during my time. Pero nowadays, you can hear from your son, from your daughter, wait lang, mom. I have to finish this. Ganun.
That's very true. I think our generations, our parents are very different. I remember my mom being very strict. You know, you cannot talk back. If she said you have to do now or face the consequences of your inability to act. So, but if you do that today, good luck to you. Because number one, what I learned, traditional parenting is not working anymore. For the number one reason, that things have changed so much. I mean, when we were younger, I mean, I spend my days playing on the streets, playing with friends. I don't spend it, virtually playing with friends. Or I go to school, I meet people, but now kids are, just staying in the house, virtually interacting with people. So it's kind of difficult to know, are they studying or are they playing or are they doing something else? And the challenges of children are very different, and the environment that they are exposed now is very different. As you said, social media, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. And times are constantly changing. So we parents need to also adapt. And actually, just before this call, at 2 hours before, I had a live interview with one of because it's a Father's Day month special for Working Moms Academy. I interviewed Josel Gaston and I asked him that question. How do you deal with kids and how do you help them with their challenges? He answered it very simple but in a very profound way. He's saying presence. So he said he makes sure that he is present with his children, to make them know that he's there and also to keep on reminding them because right now also, right, kids are very distracted, right? And when kids know that you are there, you're the parent, you are at least one person who is presently always available to them. That is the tip he gave. Being present with your children, giving them time and attention is one. So that's one tip I got from Joselle. From my side, this is always what is working for me, asking questions. So you're also an accountant, right? And I mean, when you are, have you been in auditing, Elgin also? Have you, do
Yes.
you, okay. See, what do auditors do? Auditors ask a lot of questions, right, to find the problem. Correct?
Yes.
So see, I've used questioning as a parenting tool. And how does it work? So, like for example, I tell my daughter, "Can you please wash the dishes?" The answer will be, "Wait, mommy," or "I'm gonna study. I'm busy." Okay. So they will have the question like that. So the next question I will ask is, "Can you help mommy wash the dishes?" And she said yes. Okay, and said, "So what time do you think we can wash the dishes together?" So she will give me a
Mm.
time. So like for example, she will say, "Oh, okay, well, maybe 3 o'clock." Said, "Can I remind you when it's 3 o'clock?" Okay. So when you see, if you look at that way, see, in auditing, right, we always ask questions and get the answers from the clients because at the end of the day, the client knows how to put the solution to any problem, right? It's within
Yes.
because they're the experts of their own area. So similarly for your children, you work towards how they're programmed and how they're programmed themselves. So that time, I will tell my daughter, "Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Can we wash the dishes now?" There is no hesitation, no anxiety. She say, "Okay, let's do it, mommy." Why? Because I did not dictate it. Because it was an agreement,
Mm.
right? Because see what happens, right, Elgin? Remember, if I tell you something, first, this is how the mind works. Because after studying NLP, I fully understood it. She said, if I tell you something, even if I give you advice, you will still think, will I listen to Elgin? Will it work for me? Will I believe her? But if I ask you a question, Elgin, which is the wisdom that is from within you, then you get the right answers. So even I use the questioning not only about chores, but also about, pushing them to take care of themselves. Like for example, kids get too busy cleaning up in the evening, brushing. These very, very small tools becomes very upsetting to parents. Right? You have to remind them, brush your teeth now, change your clothes now, clean up now. So I only ask my kids this question: what time do you plan to clean up? Or what time do you plan to sleep? See, I don't even push them to sleep because When I push them to sleep, it becomes a power struggle. They even sleep late. So I just ask
Mm.
the question, what time do you plan to sleep? Then they will answer, 10, okay, maybe 10 or 9. So I will ask the next question, so what time do you plan to clean up? If you are sleeping at 9 o'clock, and they say, oh, I maybe I'll clean but at 8. Okay. So can I remind you if it's 8 o'clock already? Or can you remind yourself? So in which case I will tell them, can you use your alarm clock to keep yourself reminded? And they will do it. So I
Mm.
found that similarly for studies, at the beginning when they shifted to homeschooling, it was, it's virtual school. It was kind of difficult, right? You have to make sure they do their assignments. And at some point, they said they were upset. They said, Mommy, you're all over the place. I'm getting tired of you reminding me again and again. So we had an agreement. I told them, number one, I said, kids, I am done with school. If
Mm.
you fail your school, nothing will happen to me. You will just have to repeat on your grade. And that's not on me, it's on you. So I was telling them, if you fail school, this is on you, not on me. I've graduated already, I've done my part. But if you do school because of you, you think about the future that you want, then please don't do it for me, do it for you. And I was telling them, if you don't do your assignments, nothing will happen to me either. So I told them, can you please be responsible for yourself? I also let them miss classes, they get distracted playing, they miss their classes. But,
Mhm.
they felt so much guilt as well. So when they made mistakes, it's a learning time for me. I'll say, okay, you miss your classes, but what did you learn? What will you do next time? She said, Mommy, I'll keep myself reminded next time. So you let them learn their own lesson. You let them be accountable for themselves by using your auditing question, auditing
Skills.
questioning skills. Because this way you don't push them, but you make them accountable for their actions. Is that helpful,
Mm.
Elgin?
Yes, helpful. You
So
have to rephrase the questions para.
Through rephrasing the question instead of saying, okay, let's have one concrete example. What is the number one you are stressed with your kids with? What scenario?
What stressed me? Uh, Number one is uh, they cannot find their toys. Though, sabihin sa akin, Mommy, can you find the Jollibee toy? Oh, it's there. Just find it. No, I can't see anything.
This happens to me also.
It's
I
always
think we
like
have to
that.
find for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So my next question: who's cleaning up the toys? Is it you or your children also when they make a mess?
I am the one who cleaned their toys.
Okay. So my next question, are you cleaning because they don't want to clean or you just clean because you feel it's a mother's role?
They don't want to clean.
Okay. Do you want to learn a technique what I did so my
Yeah,
kids will
yeah.
clean up their mess?
Of course.
Okay. So Elgin, this is the technique I use for my children. See, because I know this problem of so many toys, and then they will, just scatter over the place. Cleaning up is a
Yes.
problem. Second, there's so much drama, right? So this is what
Yes.
I did with my children. And now your youngest is 4 year old. I mean, she will understand, right?
Right.
So we have an agreement. I told my children, can we agree on something? And they said, what, mommy? You can make all the mess that you want, but you have to clean it yourself after. And they're like, okay. And I was telling them, but if you fail to clean, those toys you did not clean will land on the trash can.
I already told that.
Okay. But my question, Elgin, did you enforce it?
No.
Ah, see, kids are very smart. You make a rule, but they will also test your patience. So
Yes.
if you tell something and you do different things, they will say that oh, it was a joke. But I am
Mm.
serious, really. So when that happened, when I was telling, and I know, I always tell them, oh, it's cleanup time. Can we please clean up now? They'll say, oh, they might say later. Okay, so we'll agree again on time. But when I said, okay, can you please clean up now? And really, whatever is left, at least one time I really throw the toy.
Mm.
Because your kids, if you set a rule, kids will believe you if you do it right. And then they
Mm-hmm.
will take it seriously. Because at the end of the day, they have to learn the lesson and they have to, it's an agreement, right? I mean, you're not throwing the toy for the sake of throwing. Okay? So what I really did, I throw it. If that toy is really important, there could be another negotiation. Say, Mommy, I'm really sorry. I did not see that toy. Can we just do it next time? I might say, okay, but this is the only time. So you need to make rules and also make
Mm.
sure you yourself implement the rules. Like auditing, right?
Okay.
If they don't implement your recommendation, nothing will change, right, LG?
Yes, of course.
So that's the thing. You have to openly communicate, openly agree, and openly really make the right. I mean, take action in alignment to what you said. This is what I learned. Do you have any other question for me? In other than cleaning, if how old is your eldest? He's 13 already, right?
Yes, 13
So
years old.
with regards to, I know the youngest one will have problems on cleaning up, but how about the eldest who is a boy? What is your number one challenge with him?
He's more focused on games.
Ah,
Sometimes if yun nga, yung mag-uutos ka, laging wait lang, wait lang, wait lang, wait lang. Then we
that's
will explain to him that, if you're going to say that all over, then from our time, on our generation, it's not allowed.
okay. So what is that thing? I think you can always have an agreement. Like for example, I always tell my children also, you can play games, but only for 1 hour.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have that agreement also. And if they don't, I get the gadget or I turn off the Wi-Fi. I mean, for us, it's always about agreement. Okay, you will play, but with certain conditions. And then when that condition is already met or unmet, that is when the next level of action happens. So do you think this is something you can do, LG, to your
Yes.
children?
Mm-mm, of course. I will apply the rephrase questions for them. I think it's effective. It is more effective way of saying that to my children.
That's true. Actually, in one of my interviews also, we had this interview of parenting practices in different cultures. One of the things that was shared by Chloe, she's a parent from Australia. She said in Australia, you parent your kids intuitively, meaning instead of pushing them, you only ask them questions. Even if they make
Ask
mistakes,
question.
you ask them, what did you learn from here? What will you do next? Unlike in our culture in the past, right? They will say, "Why did you make mistake?" Blah blah blah. No, they will focus on what did you learn here. What should you do? So that is something that is very useful. Also, I even wrote an article. Let me just post it in the comment box. Parenting practices in different culture because we interviewed parents from Australia, from India, from Malaysia, and from Puerto Rico. So, Elgin, do you have any other question for me?
So far, yun lang about parenting because I have always struggling in managing my time because I am more busy. That's why I sometimes I'm guilty of monitoring my children because of my time management, because of my busyness.
You're not alone, Elgin. I think every mother, like me and like you, have the same, guilt. We're doing so many things, and at the back of our minds are like, I don't have enough time for my children. But also, check with your children how much time do they need from you? Because for my children, now we agreed. that at least 5 minutes of undivided attention is enough. Like before we sleep, we just catch up, before we do our prayers, we just, tell stories, what happened. And that itself is a tick mark for them already.
Mm,
So maybe asking also your children some questions, right? And maybe if you are struggling with time management, can I share 4 Ds of time management? I
sure.
interviewed one lady. We had one of the webinars on how to master your time and accomplish more. She said, in any day, look at 4 things, the 4D of time management. Something you need to do, which is both urgent and important. Something that you can delete. Like for example, if you are
Mm,
doing laundry or cleaning or something, maybe this is something that you can delete from your list and delegate to another person.
mm,
As because see, the one that keeps you physically, mentally exhausted is the cleaning and the cooking, right? So if
right.
this is something that you can delete and delegate, it will save your life, I'm sure. Also,
Mm,
lastly, she said delay. I mean, there's a lot of things we need to do, but think of what is the number one priority now. Because if you can delay something, it can free a lot of your time and you will have more time to do the things that you need to do. Is that helpful?
yes, very helpful, and I will practice it.
Mm. Yes,
Especially
Elgin.
the
Mm.
millennial asking questions.
Yes, correct, correct. So thank you again, Elgin. Is there any way, do you want to promote something? This is the right time to do it now.
Of course, ano ba yung promote ko? Just order agad. The Pink Belly Korean barbecue. We have a branch of Pink Belly, Make Hawaiian, and Fairview. Just like the Facebook page. And then I have also, can I promote the small group that I have?
Yes,
The
yes, please.
SMAG, the She Matters of All Gen. Actually, all the products on online, uh, more it's a member of women,
Mm-hmm.
empowered and independent women.
Oh, wow, that's very nice. So I'm putting all your social media links here. So please connect with Elgin for any taxation for the Korean belly and Korean barbecue, right? And for every
Yes,
for other things that she might be have. So Evergreen Consulting, this is the consulting company
the
that you have.
consulting firm. Yes,
And then you also have, let me paste the belly one. So the pink belly is Korean barbecue. That sounds very
samgyeopsal, home
very
base. No?
interesting
Kasi
also.
hindi na pwedeng kumain sa labas, 'di ba? So
True.
we
So
have to
I agree
limit.
with you. So
Mm-mm.
eating outside is a luxury now, but you can always have delivery. So that Korean barbecue might be the best dinner or best lunch you can have. So
You must
again, I
try
would like
it also.
True, true. So again, thank you, Elgin, for your time. I would like to thank everybody who's watching us on live or on replay. This is Working Moms Academy's live coaching call. Please join our Facebook group. It's free. And you can learn a lot of things how to become a better people, parent, and partner. Also, I would like to invite you. I'm having a workshop with Spendless Academy. It's called Purpose Driven Career. What am I meant to do? See, we will talk about what is the right business or the right career for you. It's going to be on June 12th. So thank you so much. And also, lastly, I forgot, I want to invite those people who wants to have group coaching or one-on-one coaching. Visit Working Moms Academy because we have coaches from UK, UAE, from Germany, from Switzerland, from Australia, from India that can help you achieve success in your health, career, relationships, and finances. Thank you again, Elgin. Have a
Thank
great day. Till the
you.
next time.
Yes,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.